Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs, or if it's your first time, welcome in. We are jumping right into it today because, y'all, I did not have the time to do film some intros, so we're just getting into it. So, I picked up this birdhouse from Goodwill, and it was a crazy color. I knew I wanted to do something with it, and let me tell you, all of these projects, you guys, did not come out how I envisioned them, but we always make it work. So I grabbed the Folk Art Crackle medium. You guys, it's for chalk paint, okay? That's one of the things that goes wrong here. I layer the birdhouse with all of the Crackle medium. Then I grabbed the JRV cottage color in veranda, and I'm like, this is completely repelling the paint. And I'm like, what is going on here? And of course, whatever you do to one side, you got to do to the other side. And then I realized this is for chalk paint. Like maybe it's not working because the JRV cottage color is a paint and a top coat. So it was a mess, an absolute mess, but I wasn't about to give up. So I grabbed what I thought was a similar color, and that was Cowgirl Coral. And I started painting over it, and it was applying nicely. And the crackle even still came through, even though I painted over the veranda. And then when I got to the front, you guys, it was a mess. When I got to the front, then I forgot, okay, well, whatever you put the crackle on top of, that is what is going to show through over like under the paint. So then I didn't even think like, okay, the blue's going to show through, the yellow's going to show through, the red's going to show through. You guys, it's been a while since I've been crafting. Um but it's okay. It all came together. So remember when you're doing crackle medium that you only want to do one stroke swipes, because it'll turn into a gummy mess if you keep going over the same spot. So I did Cowgirl Coral for the bottom half, and then for the entire roof on this, I decided to go with Apothecary. And again, this is like, I'm like, oh my gosh, the blue's coming through. It was crazy. But I found this transfer in my stash, and I was like, I have to cover up because there was like, it looked like a gummy mess, like all over the place, you guys. And I needed to cover up some of this. So I grabbed this IOD transfer and I angled it where I wanted it. And luckily, this transfer took up majority. I think as crafters, you just can't give up. You have to think outside the box. You have to keep on going, maybe take a break, step away, and then come back to the project, because it did end up coming out great. So I'm pushing down as I'm pulling up on that carrier sheet, and I'm going to go all the way down on this. It did not affect the crackle whatsoever. And then once I am done with that, I am going to go ahead and burnish it and make sure that it is adhered to the birdhouse. Now on the sides, of course, it was too plain for me. So I used whatever was left on the transfer sheet and put it on the side. And then the piece that I had cut off, I also put on the other side of it. So now we are going to take liquid patina and we are going to clear it. Liquid patina is my go-to, especially for this project, because you want to be able to use it outdoor. Now, I will say if you want to use your birdhouse outdoor, that you want to use a water-based spar urethane, and you're going to put a few coats on it. I am seeing this for home decor, so I just went with liquid patina. I wanted to add one more thing, so I got this little pull handle. Yeah, like you put on a dresser. And even this, you guys, came out crooked. I swear, I kept trying. Stop looking. My husband's sitting next to me shaking his head. It just was a mess, you guys. But it still came out really cute. So I just screwed those in, and then the bird could like perch on there. You could even put little bird seeds in there. And I think this ended up coming out pretty cute, especially because the red came through, the blue came through, and so did the yellow. And all of those colors are in this transfer. So it did end up working out in the end. And I love the color combo and I love the crackle on it. I think it's really cute. And this will be up for sale on my website, you guys. So make sure to head over there. And I wanted to let you guys know, as I've mentioned before, I am no longer going to be an IOD stockist. So currently on my website, I have 20% off all the regular IOD items and 30% off all the Christmas. IOD does not go on sale very often, you guys, so grab what you can now. For this next one, no, it's not Goodwill, but I had this on the side of my table and we're going to go ahead and flip it. So I'm taking a 2x10. I am going to paint it in crinoline, front, back, sides. It's a shelf sitter, so you want to make sure you get it all. And crinoline is my favorite. There's, if you guys remember Cashew by Waverly, or you currently use it, that has like a really big yellow undertone. This color is like just the perfect creamy color, and I did just restock. Not restock, I just ordered, so I should be restocked soon. Then I'm going to take this teacup from the Charlotte stamp, you guys. Go grab that one. And I took the back rim off of it with a baby wipe. I press it down on my wood and I used black ink with this one. See how like the back rim of it's gone? I didn't need that because what I'm going to do next is take this flower transfer and we are going to adhere that to the top of the teacup. Now I got this idea off Pinterest and unfortunately there was not a creator mark on there, so I don't know who to give credit to for this, but I loved it and I wanted to try it. And of course, you guys, I had an idea with it, but I couldn't, it didn't come out the way that I wanted to. So I'm going to add with the texture stamp, you guys, this is still in stock too, 20% off. I took the texture stamp, applied some crackle to it, and then I was like, man, this is still looking too plain for me. So I don't know what this one is called, you guys. I never purchased this for sale, but it's like the lace stamp by IOD, and it just fit perfectly with that teacup. So I'm just pushing down on the stamp, always holding it with one hand, pushing it with the other. And I do end up stamping the top of it. Since it's a shelf sitter, I figured you're gonna see the top and it just looked weird. So I ended up stamping the top of it as well. Now this is like my whole idea why I wanted to do this was because I wanted to stamp not everyone's cup of tea. If you've been with me for a while, you have heard me say multiple times, I might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's shot of whiskey. And I really wanted to put that, and I could not get it to fit anywhere. And these were even small stamps. So I had to just let go of the idea, and I took my liquid patina and I went ahead and I cleared everything. Now, remember, you guys, if you're going to use ink, even though it's permanent, you need to wait a little bit before you apply that clear coat or else it will smear. So this is how it turned out. I thought it was pretty cute. Look at the teacup and see, I think the lace just goes so well with the pattern that's on that teacup, right? And then I did the top. So cute, you guys. You just got to think outside the box sometimes when things aren't going right, you know? And this will be available on the website as well. And then I wanted to let you guys know that I am bringing back Thrifted Thursdays to YouTube. I will be showing you all my thrift finds and they will be available for purchase on my website. No bidding, no downloading another app. I am bringing it back to the basics, you guys, and I cannot wait. That'll be next Thursday. Okay, for our final project, you guys, one day I'll get this. I decided to give milk paint another go, okay? Because I was watching the painted photographer Connie, and she has a Connie method, okay, of doing and getting crackle from milk paint. So the method is applying this base coat of Salvation Solution, or like in her most current video, she used like some milk paint product. I don't remember what it was called. And essentially, you are supposed to coat the entire piece with your Salvation Solution. And I put a healthy coat, not like where it was drowning in it, but like it was a healthy coat. I went ahead and I let it dry. I did my milk paint 50-50 ratio, warm water, mixed it well, and let it set for 10 minutes. Y'all, I swear I've tried this so many times. And guess what? I got the same results. Anytime I use milk paint, I get this kind of see-through chalky finish with it. And I was like, I'm just going to keep going with it. So I did the first layer. I started drying it and absolutely no crackle. I mean, not even a little chip, nothing. And you can see like the paint is not, it never fully coats it. And so like I went back in with a second coat and still just looks like a very light chalky like water coat. I don't know. And since it didn't chip, I decided to take my sanding block and distress them down. And, it worked out. They're still beautiful. I'm just, you guys, I don't know what to do to get the dang crackle. So after that, I just got my DIY clear wax and I cleared those babies to seal all that paint in. And one day, you guys, I listen to your instructions and I do it every time I try it and I cannot get it. So you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you. I know it was quick, but you know what? It was a new video for you guys. And please make sure if you are not always already subscribed to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and please hype my video. I appreciate you all being here with me today. I hope you guys enjoy time with your friends and your family, and I will see you again next week, like a lot on here. So make sure your bell's set.